summer on July and August. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have to apologize for Monday. I wasn't able to make it. But anyway, I know a lot of you guys have questions for me. You have a lot of like good questions around like healthy living and Herbalife nutrition. So today I am going to answer one of your burning questions, which is I feel hungry while I'm on the Herbalife program, I'm on the Herbalife diet. I feel hungry constantly. What can I do? Right. So I do get this question here and there. Not everyone feels hungry all the time, but I feel like if you're not making your shakes properly, and also if you're not following a meal plan properly, it's very easy to for you to experience kind of like all sorts of not just hunger. It's easy to feel hungry, but also it's very easy to feel overwhelmed with just like feeling lost and don't know what to do. Okay, and a lot of you guys are tuning right now. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay, so I've summarized a few points based on my personal coaching experience, my personal experience working with so many clients. I would like to kind of point you guys to the right direction. So if you are one of those that feel constantly hungry when you are on the Herbalife diet, then pay close attention. And of course, if there's anything that I'm not mentioning, I'm not covering in this video today, do let me know in a comment. Okay, do let me know. You can write your comment in the comment below. Okay, so firstly, I usually would ask you, like, if you tell me that I feel hungry very fast after my shake, or just throughout the day, I feel like I'm constantly hungry, I want to look for something to eat. The first thing I would like you to investigate, my son is right here, he's just grabbing my phone. Okay, mommy is going live. You want to say hi to everyone? The first thing I would like you to investigate is, are you having enough protein in your shake? Okay, can you see my first point here? Protein. Okay, so a lot of people may not be able to answer that, but the very easy way to look at it is, how are you making your shakes? Are you mixing your F1 powder with some kind of like protein, high protein milk, right? So if you are using like cow's milk, okay, then that's great. For weight loss, it's better if you use skim milk or low fat milk. So milk will give you about 8 grams of protein per cup, okay. And if you are using water, because I know sometimes people will just mix F1 with water, okay, that's actually when you can feel hungry very easily. If you make your shake with water, okay, 1 second, okay. You want the blackboard? Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, so water has no protein, okay, and water is 0 calories. So you'll often find that if you're hungry very easily, if you just shake your protein F1 shake with with water. However, if you do want to use water, it's better if you mix your protein powder or protein drink mix with your F1. Okay, so I've made quite a few videos previously where I talk about why, if you're using water for your shake, it's better to have your F1 companion, which is the PPP or the protein powder mix. I mean, protein drink mix. Okay, so the extra protein from the protein drink mix can actually enhance your F1 shake, and also to add, higher amount of protein in your shakes to actually keep you feeling fuller and more satiated for a lot longer, right? So this is very important. Look at if there's enough protein in your shakes. Okay. So and the next thing is fiber. I also wrote down fiber here. Okay. So if you guys prefer to make your shakes, a little bit fancier, or if you're using the blender, it actually works the best if you mix your F1 shake with, of course, as I mentioned, protein powders, and if you can add in some veggies for the fiber or some kind of fruits for the fiber, that would be ideal. And another recipe that we have for weight loss is to add in your oats. Okay, add a tablespoon of oats. That can also add extra fiber, right, in your shake. So this is something you can look at. I also wrote down, for you to investigate, is there enough protein and fiber in your shake and in your meals? Okay, so this is another thing that we can look at, right? Like if you do have a meal plan, and if you are working with a Herbalife coach, talk to your coach about, if there's enough, veggies and also fruits in your meal plan. Okay, so having enough fibers and also protein in your shakes and in your meals is super important. Okay, that can actually ensure that can actually make sure that you're feeling fuller for a lot longer. Okay, so this is the first point: protein and fiber in your shakes and in your meals. Now, the next few points that I've jotted down here. Sorry for the noise. My son is like playing in the background and also shouting at me. And there's a few more points where I would like to investigate with you guys together. One of the common scenarios is that a lot of times when we start on the Herbalife program, we're not eating enough. Like we think that we're on a diet, right? We gotta cut everything, try to kind of skip, meals or try to eat as little as possible. But that is not a healthy way to go about it, right? So a lot of times we're not eating enough, actually. Okay, and just be very aware if you are doing like shakes for like all your 3 meals, that is not healthy. Okay, it's not sustainable. All right, so my recommendation, maybe your coach advised you to do that, but for me, as someone that's been coaching in Herbalife for 9 years, I don't recommend that. I do not recommend drinking shakes 3 times a day or like for whole three, like all your 3 meals. Okay, that's not my recommendation. I'll say maximum 2 shakes and 1 meal a day, but you also have to be, conscious of what you're eating for that 1 meal. Okay, so this is something that you have to be aware of. And if you feel like, if you are on that all liquid shakes a day, no whole no whole food meal kind of meal plan, I highly recommend you to speak to your coach about revising your meal plan with Herbalife. Okay, and of course, if you're not sure, if you haven't got the right answer or right support from like the people that you're working with, I feel free to come and reach out to me. You're more than welcome to, like come and, get some help or some coaching from me. Okay, you can find out details in the description below. Okay, and a few things that I would also like to point out is that not only that a lot of times people are not eating enough, but also the change can be quite drastic, like too drastic. Like maybe you are used to eating a lot of food, right? A lot of food in a day, and all of a sudden we're like taking away all your food and just drinking shakes, or maybe you're having 2 shake meals and just one little meal, then that kind of change is too drastic. Okay. I often advise my clients to like not jump straight in. Okay, we're back home. Okay, so I got disconnected. I often actually suggest my clients to not like jump straight into having multiple shakes a day and eating very little because, like you've never done it before, right? Unless, you have done something similar. But most of us have never done any kind of like meal replacement shakes before. We're used to like eating, food. So, having that kind of change can be too drastic, and very often our body is not used to it. So like I like to ease people into the kind of like the Herbalife lifestyle by having just 1 shake a day, right? Having, the breakfast shake to start with, and then still have your lunch and dinner, right? And I want to make sure that people are eating enough. Like you have to eat, right? And if you're not eating, then you're actually not losing weight. Healthy way of losing weight is not about just cutting out all your food and keeping your calorie to like as minimal as possible. That is not healthy, and that can slow down your metabolism as well. Okay, just remember that. And another point I wrote down here is that a lot of times people are not following a meal plan. So is there a meal plan that is missing? Okay, so this is something that's super important. I've been stressing out about this time and time again in a lot of my videos, right? Like a lot of times when people are not following a meal plan, they just kind of like randomly or blindly think that I just need to kind of like stop eating and just drink shakes. Or that's one scenario, right? And another scenario is that, they keep eating the unhealthy type of food that they've always been eating, yet, they add on the shakes to it and then they don't see the results, right? So this is something that I have to point out when you're not following a meal plan. But when you do get a proper meal plan from your coach, that's when you understand a bit more about what you are supposed to change, what kind of like food habits that you have to change, and what kind of like healthier food behaviors and eating behaviors you can implement, right? So this is super important when we're using the Herbalife products. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys this my recommendation before I go. Okay, I've done a little chart here. So my recommendation for a healthy Herbalife diet, and this is kind of like a simplified meal plan. You can see it like that. But if you want like a more detailed meal plan or chart, you can check out my other videos on my channel. I've done a ton of videos on that. And of course, if you want a personalized meal plan, then you can join my program to receive my personalized meal plan. Okay, and how do you join my program? You can just check out the link. You'll see all the links, 21-day Nutrition Jumpstart or 1-to-1 coaching, all in the description. Okay, so can you guys see this? Ugh, it's so dark. Okay, here, I gotta hold my camera, otherwise my son is gonna jump and grab it. Okay, here. This is my recommendation. Okay, especially if you're new or if you feel like, I'm always hungry, I don't see results, right? Then this is like a good reference for you. One shake, one shake a day, two meals. Okay, so in one day, you start your day with your breakfast shake. And as I mentioned before, your breakfast shake should contain enough protein and fiber. Okay, and two meals, lunch and dinner, wholesome meals. Okay, like food, actual food. And I've written down here that these meals have to be balanced. Balanced meaning that, if you check out one of my previous videos, or if you check out my video, what do I eat in a day with Herbalife? You need to have the right portion of protein, okay, veggies and carbs. Okay, so it's very important how you balance portion your meals. Okay, and then, if necessary, you may want to add in a couple of snacks in between. Not everyone will feel like they need the snacks, but if you do feel hungry between meals, I actually suggest you to eat snacks. Okay, don't skip your snacks and worry about the calories. So it's important to have protein based snacks, okay, in between meals. So examples, like you can have a shake, okay, or you can have a protein bar. Herbalife has different protein bar options you can choose from. Other options would be like yogurt, unsweetened, okay, zero sugars, Greek yogurt, and what else? Hard-boiled egg. That's also a very good healthy option. So these are some simple choices, simple options of protein-based snacks you can have, right? And plus 3 liters of water. Okay, so 3 liters is like the average for most people, most of our body built, right? When you're on the weight loss journey, you do have to pay attention to how much water you're drinking. Are you drinking 3 liters in a day? Okay, does the 3 liter include a breakfast? Okay, it can. Okay, if you can do 3 liters on top of your breakfast aloe tea and shake, right, then that's actually much better. Okay, sorry. My camera dropped. Okay, so you gotta remember this. And I've just put in the bracket that, all of these food that you have in the day, right, can still be, kind of like control within the total calories, the recommended calories, and also the recommended total protein intake that your coach has calculated for you, then that will be ideal. Okay, then that would actually be almost like, I'll say, perfect. Okay, the perfect scenario where you don't feel hungry, and also you can see your like healthy weight loss result or health improvement result progress with your Herbalife program. Okay, so I hope this is like helpful for you guys for today, and I'm very sorry for the chaos. It's a little bit messy and chaotic today's video, but I still hope that you guys got something out of today's video. And if you still have questions, feel free to reach out to me, email me, Instagram, DM me, or just write your question in the comment below. I'll try my best to check out your comments here as often as I can. All right, thank you so much for being here, guys, and I'll be back Friday. And yeah, so take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.